Oh, sorry. Didn't see you there. Hey, today's podcast is brought to you by Audible. Head over to audibletrial.com/jumbled. Get a free 30-day trial and a free audiobook. They got all the books. They've really they're doing it right over there at Audible. So, check that out. And now, check me out. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Jumbled, your favorite podcast about nothing. I'm Zach. And hey, here's the deal. I went and saw Avengers tonight. And so I didn't get a chance to record with Johnny, but we are going to record on Sunday, and then again for I think on Tuesday for Wednesday release. So we got a lot coming up in the pipeline, so tons to look out for. But I thought this week we could do another Jumbled Rewind to the first episode of the second year of the podcast. This would be episode 53. Whistling Earholes. We talk about it all the time as being one of the more ridiculous moments of the Johnny era on the podcast. So I hope you guys enjoyed this one, and be on the lookout for, I haven't quite decided yet if it's going to be an additional release on Sunday or if we're just going to record for 2 weeks. Regardless, be on the lookout next Wednesday for some fresh new content from us over here at Jumbled. But for now, please enjoy Jumbled Rewind, episode 53, Whistling Earholes. We'll see you guys later. Bye. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to Jumbled, your favorite podcast about nothing. I'm Zach.
I'm Johnny.
Johnny, what's going on, man? How you doing?
I'm doing well, man. You know, hanging out. I feel like I haven't spoken with you in so long, but it's literally been a week and one day.
I know. How you doing?
I'm A-okay.
A-okay. Got the 2 thumbs up, so that's
Pew!
pew, 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 pew. Yeah, so hey, sorry I didn't want to record on Sunday. I know you had stuff going on too. I just didn't feel like it. You know, you ever just in a mood where you just don't feel like doing something?
Hey, man, 100%. It's basically, you know, every Sunday or Tuesday starting at 7:30.
Yeah. You're just doing it because you feel bad for me. It's the only reason you're in the podcast.
No, I love the podcast.
You just
no, but I
joined
totally
in.
I know what you mean, because you know, the podcast takes preparation. You got to think about what to talk about. You got to be in the right mind frame to be a little goofy, a little silly, a little brave, because you know this is being recorded.
Yeah.
So
I
it
don't
takes
feel
some mental capacity. And Sunday nights, man, sometimes are hard because you know you're kind of getting ready for the day. You're mentally preparing yourself to go back to work, and usually you had like a good day with the family and.
Yeah.
I know that's when Al and I usually spend our time watching like a movie or something, so it's kind of nice to just chill.
Yeah.
So it's all good. It worked out.
Well, you know, as a parent life, it's not just preparing myself for the next day, it's preparing the kids and getting them all.
I'm sure sometimes that's a battle.
Yeah, so, you know, I just gotta sort of say, hey, get all your stuff.
I can't imagine.
Get all your stuff together.
I struggle enough to motivate myself to face Monday. I couldn't imagine having to do that for kids.
Yeah, no, it's rough. It's rough. I will say that, but it is what it is. You know, you just take it every a Sunday at a time. And I just didn't care. Like I care obviously about the podcast, but I was like on Sunday, I was like, nah, it's just like one more thing to add to the list.
It's all good. We always have, you know, Tuesdays reserved.
True.
Why do you think we have a 7-day week and we decided that we should work 5 days out of the 7?
It's a good question. I feel like it was probably due to the fact that businesses were like, how much time do we have to give the people? Like, before they revolt. Like, how far can we push it? And, you know, give them a couple days. You know, a couple days of their week, and then 5 the rest of the days, you know. You know. I have a feeling that's probably how it went. It all started with those goddamn Gregorian monks.
2 days is just not enough time.
That's not enough time for anything.
No. Not at all.
No. It's not good, man.
I would like to go to a 3-day weekend formula.
Longer work days?
Yeah, I would do that. No problem.
100%. 100%. I'm with you. So, obviously, you make the Friday the new weekend day.
No,
or
man.
I
make the Monday.
Really?
Yeah, because Fridays at work are usually when all the fun things happen. Mm-hmm. And it's usually slack days anyways.
Okay. But here's my question. If we decided to make Monday a new weekend day, then does Tuesday become the day that everybody hates? And then does Friday feel like a Friday anymore? Or is it just like that might be the better part, is like, Friday comes quicker.
No, see, I feel the opposite. I feel on short weeks that, because I never really have enough time to pull out of that weekend mindset.
Yeah.
That I feel like short weeks feel like forever. Like I'm actually a day further than I actually am.
I can see that.
Does that make sense? Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm all, you know what? The hope is one day to just have a 7-day weekend.
Every day?
But sometime before I'm 65 years old. Like, that's the plan. Hey, cattail. Hey, there's a cattail. My cat has decided to not get the picture and stay out of my way. So I have a cat marauding around my computer.
She just wants to be part of the greatness that is the podcast.
It's true. She just had her uterus taken from her, so I have a little bit of sympathy, I guess.
Well, she'll her dog cousin over here is getting the same thing done next week, so 1 week apart.
I'm just happy that we got it done before she was just roaming around the house, like, screaming. Have you ever seen a video of a cat in heat?
Oh, it's super annoying.
Oh my god. Have you ever seen the South Park episode with the cat that's just going, oh my god, it's one of the best ones ever. So the cat, I think it's Stan's cat. I can't recall whose cat it is, but it's escaped into the neighborhood, and it's just going around, and it's in heat, so it's screaming, and then all these male cats are just like following it around. I think eventually there was like a weird cat orgy or something in the cartoon. You know how South Park goes with it.
Yeah, they no fucks given by those guys.
Absolutely none. But yeah, I'm glad we didn't get to that point with Catalina, because that would have been a shitty existence, man.
Yeah, it can be real annoying.
Yeah.
We're gonna miss that piece too with Winnie, so it's all good.
There you go, man.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So that's all fine. Johnny, did you see that Ed Hockley is retiring, the referee for the NFL? The dude with all the muscles.
Oh yeah, the guy with the guns who loves the Patriots.
Yeah, he's retiring.
Oh man.
Guess who he's getting replaced by?
Who?
His son. I didn't know that was like an inheritable thing. Like, I didn't know you could pass down a job like referee. Like, what? How's that a thing?
I'm sure his son is qualified.
I'm sure he is, but it seems really weird that it's like, oh, I'm stepping down, and oh, hey, here, my son's going to step in for me.
I like to be an NFL ref. You have to wait until someone retires.
Yeah. God. But Ed Hockley, dude, it's a lot. Especially for like playoff games and Super Bowl and stuff like that. And most referees do other stuff. And I'm pretty sure Ed Hockley is like a lawyer or something like that for his regular job. But he really? Let me see. Let me look it up. But I'm pretty sure it's something like that. Ed Hockley. So he's an attorney. Yeah. He's an American attorney and former American football official. It's funny how quick this stuff changes.
That quick, eh?
Yeah. 67 years old. Like, you'd never know he's 67 years old. He's jacked, dude.
So I just Googled real quick, and it says the average NFL referee salary was $173,000 a year in 2013, but it's set to rise to $201,000 by 2019.
Yeah, because I'm pretty sure they they didn't unionize, but they have like maybe they did unionize, because I know the players have their own union. And I'm pretty sure the refs there was like it was like 3-4 years ago. Remember when all the refs were like, we're not doing this? And then they had to use replacement refs. I remember that clearly because I'm a Packers fan. And that's when they played the Seahawks. And there was that catch in the end zone that was obviously an interception, but Golden Tate they said he came down with the touchdown, and we lost that game.
Yep, I remember that.
And then I think it was the next week. I think like the NFL was like, all right, we got to get this shit figured out, because that was the worst call in the history of calls. Because they even reviewed it. Like, you have to, like, it goes, any like scoring play, especially one at the end of a game, goes up to
the
booth to call it, you know? And even the booth was like, nah, that's definitely, that's a touchdown, when it just was not. Anyway, I'm still sour about that, as you can tell.
Yeah, well, you know, I'm sorry.
Yeah, me too. I
think still, I was $200,000 a year to do that job,
dude. Yeah,
not a bad gig.
And you get to dress in vertical stripes, so you look
more
tall,
jacked.
You look jacked, you look tall, you look slim. Man, maybe that's what I need to do. You know, instead of doing all this, you know, working out, I don't work out yet. I haven't been doing working out, but it's not working out. But
you haven't been doing working out.
I haven't been. It's a phrase that I just said. I haven't been doing working out. Yeah, that's the thing. No, it's I just need to become an official, apparently, a referee of sorts, so I can just wear the stripes and then have the appearance of being somewhat in shape. Maybe Ed Hockley takes his shirt off and he's just like a blob. Like, he's like a blobfish.
It's all an optical illusion.
Yeah, that's all it is, man.
Ned, they make $200,000 a year, and they don't even have to work every Sunday.
Yeah, and they make $200,000 a year on a Sunday, like just one day of a week.
Yeah,
and then the rest of the, like, Ed Hockley, like I said, he's an attorney the rest of the week. It's like whatever they're doing the other part of the week, plus one day a week, they make most of their money. I'm assuming.
You know, he gets a lot of clients because he's an NFL ref, and a lot of those clients are trying to make him sway the game.
Yeah, probably. I can't believe he's 67. Like, that blew my mind when I saw that.
Yeah, he's taking care of himself.
He sure is. He's hitting the gym hard. I wonder if he, like, works out with NFL players or something like that.
Apparently the Patriots.
Oh, yeah. Well, apparently. Oh, man. I'm sort of gonna miss him though. He was a good ref.
Yeah, I liked him.
So, what's new in your life, Johnny? Anything?
No. Nothing actually that new or exciting. Kind of planning vacations and time for our wedding and whatnot. But,
yeah.
That's been the week. Nothing that exciting.
Sweet, dude. Well, I'm happy. I'm happy for you. Hey, Johnny, I have, it's been a few weeks, but it's been a few weeks since getting back to this. We'd talked about, all right, I had some questions I asked you.
Oh,
and I
questions.
And I bookmarked my, this webpage just because there were a lot more that I could have asked you. And I'm really trying to remember where I left off, because it's been that long. I left off at, what piece of tech do you hope is invented in your lifetime? And I can't remember what you said. I said teleportation.
Oh, I remember, because we got into a pretty deep conversation around teleportation.
Yeah. Whether you would feel the pain from being ripped apart. Oh, man.
Yeah. That one still comes to mind every once in a while and freaks me out. And
would I do? Would I subject my children to that? Oh God.
Well, I mean, I don't have to worry about that, but would I want to go through that? But I do really hate flying, so maybe.
Yeah, is it worth, like, if you wanted to go to Australia and get there in, 3 minutes instead of a 20-hour flight, like, probably, I'd probably go through it.
Yeah, I mean, if it was 10 minutes of pure agony.
But then you'd have, like, the only bad thing about that is you'd, like, if there was a major event like the Super Bowl or, like, the whatever happens with hockey. I'm just kidding. The Stanley Cup.
Name one NHL player, Zach.
God. What was his name? Sidney Crosby.
Yep, you got it.
Okay. Whew.
That you really had to pull that one.
Oh, I'll take my $1 million now.
Okay, I'll write you a check.
Yeah, thanks. That's going to go really far. It's going to go about from my house to the bank, and then it's just going to go bouncing on the floor. Yeah, but, like, if there was a big event in the world, wouldn't you think that everybody would just be teleporting to that area? And then you'd have like, I don't know, 6 billion people in one area, you're like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, but you could manage that the same way the airlines do and just raise prices closer to those big events.
I guess that's true, but then you have to there's no personal teleportation. You know what I'm saying?
Talk about that.
You couldn't just have something inside of your house. Or maybe you could, but you have to know somebody else who's going to give you access to teleport to their location. Maybe that's the way to do it.
Oh, that sounds risky, because then you could mess with someone and just close that connection when they're mid-transport.
Oh, dude. Yeah, and you just cease to exist. Oh, my God. Oh, dude, it's the perfect crime. Dude, okay, but if you're just like cut off in mid, there's got to be some way. There's got to be some way to retrieve a person from mid. You just blew my mind, dude. I'm so scared now. I'm so scared. Oh God, we got to move on.
See, that's the things I said. I think about it. It scares me from time to time.
That's very scary, dude. Or like a power outage. Oh my God.
Just a oopsie.
You gotta have a battery backup for sure on your teleportation device. Woo! Here we go. What old-fashioned way of doing things is better than how they are currently done?
I have no idea. What old-fashioned thing is better than how they're currently being done?
Yeah.
Dating.
You think so?
Oh, dating now, I imagine, is horrible.
Yeah.
I am forever grateful that I found Al before the Tinder days and stuff.
Yeah.
It's just so much easier the old-fashioned way, I think.
You know what? I'm the kind of person's like, even if I hadn't found my wife, I still wouldn't have used Tinder. Like it's like, so it's just far too impersonal. You know what I'm saying? Like you just can't. At least for me, I could never see myself finding somebody through something where I can swipe. You know what I'm saying? Like, because you're judging people based on the face value of them, right? It's what we've been told as, to do. It's the, golden, well, I guess not the golden rule, but like to not judge a book by its cover. You've heard it ever since you're little.
Yeah. And
then you're judging a book by its cover. It's like, oh yeah, no, probably, yeah, whatever. But there's so much more to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So I can agree with that.
That's part of it. You should read Modern Romance by Aziz Ansari. It's pretty funny. It talks about that.
I think we talked about, or that was one of our Audible suggestions.
Oh man, does he narrate it? Because if he narrates it, it would be worth. I think
so.
To it again.
I think so.
Huh, I'm gonna look into that.
I mean, Aziz Ansari can't write a book and then have like some schmo
read it.
Read it. Like, nobody's going to buy the book. Like, come on, Aziz, take a few days out of your time, read your book on a microphone.
That'd be so tedious.
Wouldn't you think you would hate that, though? Like, you spent all this time writing a book, and then people are just like, nah, I want to hear it. It's like,
no, I don't think that part would be the annoying part. I imagine that while you're recording it, you wrote this book, and you're standing in a booth, and you're reading lines, and then someone tells you you're saying it wrong.
See, I feel like...
I wrote this book?
Yeah, I feel like if you're Aziz Ansari, you can stop yourself and be like, nah, I don't like how that went. And then you could just do your own take again. But I feel like, you don't put any kind of limitations on the author. At least, like, if the author's reading it, then let them say it how they think it needs to be said.
But I imagine some publishers want it to be exactly like the book. There's probably some, like, copyright stuff to that or something.
Well, yeah, I mean, as long as read it, but put your own inflection and, don't, like, freestyle it. Like, don't add an additional chapter in. Like, Aziz Ansari just can't, like, do a record scratch and then throw in, like, a chapter about, whatever.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think old-fashioned way. Like, I don't know why. Because I don't necessarily think it's true. But, like, the first thing that popped into my head was porn. I have no idea why.
I like that your thoughts of old fashioned was what, the 80s?
Yeah, just a lot of hair. Yeah. It's a bit shameful. All I know is I don't want to wash my clothes like they used to wash them on a washing board. I don't want to.
Yeah, that's for sure.
Although I will say there is something about drying your clothes on a line that is really nice.
I hang dry almost all my clothing, not because I think it's nice, but because I don't want to shrink anything.
That's fair. You do wear all wool. You look like a sheep. You look like a sheep right now, Johnny.
Thank you. It's a very good-looking sheep.
That's what you said to me. That was your hello. Let's see here. What are some things that you haven't seen or read but know everything about because of popular culture?
I don't know if I can think of anything for me specifically, but I feel like there are a lot of Marvel experts just from the movies. That's
true. There are a lot.
People who haven't actually read, but because they've seen some movies are like the experts.
Yeah, I would definitely probably be lumped into that group. I don't read anything. The most I read are like instructions on an oatmeal container, Yeah, that's it.
Really getting into that creative stuff, Zach.
Yeah.
I would say to truly answer that question, thinking about it now, would be the Kardashians. I feel like I know more about them than I should because I really don't follow any of that thing about them, but
yeah,
people are always talking about them, so I know about them.
I don't know. I don't know anything about them. I know that Kim Kardashian is big on Instagram and is married to Kanye West and has her own past that everybody knows about. Yeah. I know that. I guess Caitlyn Jenner has her thing. Everybody knows about that. But other than that, like, I know that there's Kylie and there's the other one. But like, I don't.
You just rattled off quite a few, so.
But I don't know, like, the only thing they are good at is social media. Like, honestly, there's no value otherwise. I guess we can all just
like them. I don't know why people like them. I can all know about them because people always talk about them.
Yeah, that whenever they say their meals, do you think they thank O.J. Simpson? Do you think they just like say, and thank you for bringing O.J. Simpson into our life because now we're the biggest shit ever. Emphasis on the word shit, I feel like, needs to be said. What is the most boring activity imaginable?
Oh man, I think gardening.
Oh, Joe. Oh man, Joe's gonna hear this and hate you. He's gonna have some. He's gonna have some choice words in the group text, dude. But you know what? I sort of can side with you on that.
I'm not a gardener, man. I like building things, and I don't mind mowing a lawn.
Yeah.
But planting flowers, definitely not.
If you go back and listen to old episodes where Joe just starts talking about gardening, I just check the fuck out every single time. It without any hesitation. Just done with the conversation. Just let him talk about his dandies and his whatever his what was it called? What is the like in his composting when some random seeds and stuff from stuff would just grow in his garden. I was like, that's probably the most interesting part of it. Just so, like some random plants that he has no idea we're gonna grow just grew. That's
man.
Yeah, no, that's
poor Joe just getting lit up for gardening,
dude. I mean, to be fair, his yard does look really nice.
Yeah, it's great.
Like he takes great care of it, but I wouldn't. And he has like the entire summer, so like I understand he just has to find stuff to do. You know what I'm saying? Because there's all that time during the day where everybody else is still going to work and stuff, and he doesn't want to sit around and just do nothing. So I understand that he's getting out and gardening because it's something that helps pass the time that he can feel fulfilled in doing. But I just wouldn't want to do that. Like even if I had my summers, I'd be like, let's find something else to do.
Yeah, me too.
God. You need a new hobby, Joe. Let's see here. What besides wealth do you never have enough of?
Any besides wealth?
Yeah.
Energy.
You never have enough energy?
Yeah. Do you?
I feel like I'm okay on the energy for the most part.
Yeah?
Yeah. I feel like I never have enough, like, I don't know, like I'm a fatty, so I never have enough like ice cream. Like there's just never enough. Like I get to the bottom of the container, I'm like, why isn't there more goddamn ice cream in my freezer right now? Speaking of ice cream, Johnny, do you have a favorite flavor?
Yep, Tiger Tail.
Okay, is that a Canadian thing? Because that's the first time I've ever heard of that ice cream, and I need it explained to me right now.
You just got so excited. You've never heard of Tiger Tail?
No.
It's orange and black licorice.
You lost me at black licorice. And what's orange licorice?
It's orange and black licorice.
So wait, like orange flavored or
yeah,
orange
flavored?
Okay. So an orange, like the flavor of orange, and then the flavor of black licorice.
Yes.
Okay. See, I thought you were saying it was orange licorice and black licorice.
No, just one licorice.
I was like, I had never heard of orange licorice. You know what? I'm not a big black licorice guy.
Oh, it's such a good combo, Zach. You gotta try it.
I'm willing to try it. I will say I've only taken one shot of Jaeger before in my life, and then I was like, nah, I'm good.
Yeah, that's fair. I'm not really a big fan of Jaeger either.
All right, let's stop and take a second to talk about our sponsor for today's podcast, Audible. Head over to audibletrial.com/jumbled. Get your free 30-day trial and a free audiobook. The book that I am going to recommend, the audiobook I'm going to recommend rather, for the month of May. You know what? It might be spring, but winter is coming. That's right. This audiobook is A Game of Thrones, A Song of Ice and Fire, Book 1. Guess how long this thing is? 33 hours and 46 minutes. Now, if you wanted to get some bang for your Audible buck, which there is no buck because you're getting a free audiobook, this is the one you want to pick out. You're getting over a day's worth of content here. This book is by George R.R. Martin, narrated by Roy Dotrice. I think it's a book about that daytime TV game show where they sell really fancy chairs. I guess winter is coming sometime soon, but I hope you guys enjoy. Head over to audibletrial.com/jumbled. And, hey, somebody let me know how to get on that game show.
But Tiger Tail ice cream, I can eat that by the gallon.
Yeah, I'm definitely willing to try it out. Currently Googling Tiger Tail ice cream. Oh, it did come up, so I don't know.
Yeah, so
I'll leave that.
Just fucking with you.
What? You're not fucking? I would say my favorite flavor of ice cream. Do you guys have Schwan, the company that like drives around? Yeah. They used to, and I don't know if they still do because I haven't had like a Schwan person deliver food to my house in a long time. But when I was growing up, they had these quarts of ice cream you could get, and you couldn't get it anywhere else. But it was chocolate, and then it had like marshmallow fluff, like little pockets of marshmallow fluff, and it was so good. And I've been like on a constant search to try to find like a comparable ice cream, and nothing has scratched it. Although
keep searching.
I will say that Blue Bunny makes really good. You ever had some Blue Bunny ice cream? They make really good stuff.
Can't say I have.
Yep. Well, there you go. Try it out. I actually don't know if they.
Can you hear my dog freaking out?
I can. What the hell's going on?
I don't know. I'm really sorry.
It's okay. I think I also heard Allie like writing either a really angry email earlier or something.
No, she wasn't writing an angry email.
Oh, okay.
She's playing a game.
Oh, okay. She was typing with purpose, whatever she was doing. I knew that there was something happening over
Allie
there.
does everything with purpose.
Does she have a mechanical keyboard?
She does have a mechanical keyboard.
That's why I can hear it so much. That thing is loud as shit. I don't really like mechanical keyboards. I like the feel of them, but they're really loud. So you almost just have to be like by yourself in a room.
Yeah, they are a little annoying. I don't like them, but
yeah,
to each their own.
Like I said, it feels good. It just doesn't sound good. Like I'd have to be listening to music while I was typing. Let's see here. What fact do you wish you had never learned?
Oh.
I don't know that I have anything prepared for this one, but it's good to put you on the spot. If you don't have anything, we can move on to.
I don't think I have anything.
Okay. I think it's generally most things you learn are beneficial either way, even if it's bad.
Like maybe that Santa's not real?
You wish you... Wait, I thought... When did you learn that? Within the past couple weeks? Because I think over the Christmas episodes, you were still a believer. Who dropped the ball on you?
I totally forgot about that.
You were playing it off the entire episode, dude.
Yeah, that's true. You would call me on that.
Yeah, man. Hey, an elephant never forgets.
But that
is that true?
Fact.
Is that true, by the way? An elephant never forgets? Is that something that's been studied?
I don't know where that came from.
I know an elephant can paint, but I don't know if it forgets stuff. I know that it can get back to a water hole and stuff like that in sub-Saharan Africa.
Like any other animal who lives there?
Well, but they got to travel a long, long way, and they typically
always know where they are.
But they typically go back to the same one, so they must remember how to get there. They never forget. So maybe that's what they say. I think I know the answer to this one. What board game always ends badly? All right, and I don't want you to answer until on the count of 3 we're going to say it at the same time, and we'll see if we both say the same game. Because I have a feeling you're going to say the same thing I'm going to say, okay?
Okay.
All right, on 3. 1, 2, 3. Monopoly. Yes, I knew it. I knew it. It always ends badly.
Because I like that game.
I love Monopoly, but like, and I feel like it's mostly aggression towards the banker. You know, you feel like people are pocketing, like the bankers pocketing some money or something like that.
That always ends up happening. That's probably because I always did it.
You're that guy. I was playing by the rules. I was always playing by the rules. You're the guy that I end up getting blood red mad about, dude.
Like, how are you building hotels? You haven't got her on the board once.
I got a loan. I took a loan out. What can I say? What's your most impressive go-to meal that you can cook? I know you said you're not much of a baker, but do you have an impressive meal you can cook?
Well, I got a smoker this year, and I feel like that impresses a lot of people, even though it's really easy to do.
Yeah.
But I don't know if that's like a go-to meal.
I feel like meat's always a meal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
I could just eat.
That's the most important part of the meal.
Oh, sure. Absolutely. 100%. I don't make it often, but I can make a pretty mean Alfredo, like chicken Alfredo. It's really good. I can make the sauce all, from scratch.
Wow. That's pretty fancy.
Yeah, man. And it's really good. I mean, I'm still following instructions and stuff, but I can still make it. Okay. And that's the most impressive. I mean, anybody can boil noodles. That's the easy part. Okay. It's all about getting the garlic right. You can't overpower the garlic,
I don't know. I love garlic, so.
I like a lot of garlic, but you can go too heavy on the garlic. So it's a delicate balance that you have to follow.
Yeah.
There you go, fair. Man. Let's see here. What part of your body would you replace with an improved mechanical version? We're both thinking the same thing. Oh God. I'm not gonna say that, but you can use that one if you want.
I would probably say legs.
Okay, for heavy lifting. Is that what you're thinking?
Well, lifting or running faster.
Okay.
Just being faster.
Yeah. And I would say
if they were mechanical, they would just go forever. You wouldn't get tired.
That's true. That's true, and you could just fall asleep. Like while you're running. It was like, legs, get me to where I need to be. That's part of the whole smart thing,
Oh, it's connected to your GPS on your phone.
Yeah, dude. So you have just like a thing to keep your back straight up, and then it's
just a flopping body on these legs.
It's my arms just flopping everywhere. I look like Bernie. You ever seen Weekend at Bernie's?
Or one of those inflatable dancing guys.
Oh yeah, the wacky waving inflatable arm flailing tube man is what you're talking
those
about.
Guys.
I'm gonna keep it out of the gutter, even though we were both thinking at the beginning. I would say honestly, if I could improve, or if I could replace my brain with a computer and have all of my memories somehow moved over to the hard drive that is currently in my head, I would probably choose that.
That'd be pretty sweet. Then you would never, ever die.
No, and
they could just put you in someone else's head. Yeah,
and here's the thing. I could also, if I'm a computer, and I'm like a supercomputer, I could figure out how to create other body parts, and then I could replace my other body parts because I also know how to do medicine. Keep myself from bleeding out.
So you get everything.
Yeah. You replace the brain, and then you fix it. You get it all. Except for maybe the, well, I guess you could have a pacemaker. I mean, if they can do, I know that's not fully mechanical, but
yeah.
And you don't, maybe I wouldn't need it. You know what I'm saying? If I have a power source, I don't need a heart then. I just need a power source to keep the brain going. dude, winning. And then just replace everything. And then, you know what? I'm a Terminator. I just made myself into a Terminator.
That's exactly what you just did.
Oh, dude, I love it. You know what? I love it. I love it. You know what? I'm so into this right now. I don't even know what to call myself, but Terminator. That's it. I hit the end of my questions here. What else do we got? Do you ever do any okay, maybe it's not just in elevators, but do you ever like do weird things when you're by yourself? Like things that you'd be embarrassed for other people to know about if you
like picking your nose?
Yeah,
I get a lot of satisfaction from picking my nose sometimes, I'm not going to lie.
Yeah? That's fair. That's fair.
I'll admit that one.
You clean it out, dude. I will say I do like weird every time like I'm in an elevator by myself. Like, and I love it when I'm like I can see somebody coming. They need to get on the elevator, but I just do not hold it. You know? And then as soon as the door closes, I do some kind of like stupid dance or something, you know? I do that a lot. And I laugh at myself because it's so ridiculous and it's so unnecessary. I do a lot of like there are a lot of hip thrusts that happen.
That's such a jerk move.
It's really jerk move, but it's like and I try to act like I can't get the door to open. Like I'm pressing a button.
Some effort into this.
Yeah, like it's an act. Like I act like I'm pressing a button, but I'm not. Like the only button I'm pressing is the button for like to go down to the floor. Yeah. Like press the first floor button and then I'm going down. Like that's what I'm pressing. I'm sorry, it's not opening. And then, you know, cue hip thrusts.
That's messed up, Zach.
I don't care, dude. I don't care. You just said oh wait, okay, messed up. You just said you pick your nose, all right?
Yeah, but that's from like a health inspection piece, you know?
So you're like, curious.
Yeah. Gotta check it out. Or if it, you know, clears up a blockage.
Fair.
Can't say you've never picked your nose.
No, it's true. I've definitely picked my nose. I'm not saying, but you're claiming to be like a physician, like from a physician standpoint. I'm doing it because I want to know the status of my nose. No, you're not. You're not. You're just doing it, and you're wiping it on whatever surface underneath. I bet you're. Oh, do you do that? Do you do that? Oh, that was gonna be so great, dude.
I do feed them their own boogers, though.
Do you? You wipe their eyeballs and like, oh hey, I got something on my hand.
That's exactly what I do.
Gross, man. But you know, dogs don't care. They're licking their own assholes most of the time. So
exactly.
Is that? Speaking of doing that, have you? Would that be something? Do you think the world would be strangely more different if humans were flexible enough to lick their own assholes?
Where did this question?
I don't know. It just popped into my head. Listen, this podcast is mostly just about things that pop into my head, and then just ride the wave. This world would be a lot weirder if we're all like weird Gumby shaped people that, I mean, I don't know,
man. It would be normal. You wouldn't know the difference.
I mean, yeah, but
what would be weird is if you woke up tomorrow and everyone could start being able to do it. And then you'd be going through that. Is this okay or not?
Oh God. What part of the human body? This is a question I just came up with off the top of my head. What part of the human body do you think is the least necessary? Like if you were to choose one thing that we didn't need as a species, What would that one thing be?
Ears?
Ears? Like we still have the holes, right, to hear things?
Yeah, you're not deaf, but
okay, so you're only going to be able to hear things from like a certain distance, and hopefully it's not like a windy day. if the wind blows by your ear a certain way, it sounds like this. All right, you ready for this? Is that coming? Is that walking? Oh shit! Oh my god, that made me so happy. And the next day. Oh, that sounds a little bit lower. Zach losing his mind. Did he have surgery recently?
Just everyone has their own note.
Oh Jesus, man! I can't believe you said ears. Like, there's a purpose for ears, dude.
What would you get rid of?
Like my pinky toe? Like, why do I need a pinky toe?
It helps with balance.
Well, so do your ears. I guess the inner ear. You still have the inner ear, so maybe you still have the balance. But maybe that's all thrown off by all this. Okay? Ears. Oh my god, dude. You said ears. That's like like eyes, ears, nose. Like if I'm just a head and a torso, if I only have my ears, eyes, and nose, I'm good. But I gotta have those and my mouth. Like you might as well have just said like, I don't know, tongue. the bottom part of your jaw. Oh Jesus!
You went really specific, you know. I was thinking like base body parts, not
like a portion of it. You didn't think I was talking about like portions of body parts?
Yeah.
I think the world would be a lot more funny if we didn't have our the small bones in our ears, so everybody just be all unorganized, like just falling all over the place all the time.
Like you mean the cartilage in your ear?
No, the small bones, the little bones.
Oh, like in your eardrum stuff?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So everybody would just be falling everywhere. Oh, dude, that was so funny. I really like the idea of not having ears, though, just for the holes in the side of my head. Oh, my God.
You have the same holes now.
I mean, yeah, but if you don't have the ear part on the outside, like, the wind can blow straight by your head. Oh, dude, that's so funny. Oh, God. Oh, God. Hold on. I'm going to find some more questions
This has been a serious giggle fest.
Oh, God. Silly questions. That's what that's where we are. All right. Silly questions. I had all these things that I wanted to do today, and then we got sidetracked.
Okay. We're coming up to like 50 minutes, so once you put the ad in, we'll
be right
on that hour.
Some funny questions to ask Siri. I'm not going to do that. Hey, what's the worst way to pass time? Let me ask my phone questions on a podcast. Stupid. I'm not going to do that. Ooh, what happens when you get scared half to death twice? Do you die? Is it full death?
No,
you get scared all the.
If you only take away half of something every time, you never really get down to zero.
Oh, that's true, I guess. But then you're like very close to death. By the end, you're just like
practically dead, but you're not dead.
You're like a fish in a frozen lake at the end, you know. Let's see here. No, these are stupid. This is just a bunch of like, I don't know. I'm done with that. You know what? This podcast is going to be a little short this week.
That's okay. We've gone longer before, so you know.
Yeah, but maybe I just make the ad read like I don't know, 8 minutes, so we hit the hour mark, and then
that's what listeners want.
Yeah, just
longer ads.
Yeah. 8-minute ad read. It's gonna prove some dividends, dude. Anyway,
stats will tell.
Yeah. Well, we've had a good episode, guys, even though it's only 48 minutes so far. Less when I edit it down. Johnny, I still can't get over the ears. I just can't. I don't know what it is, man. Oh God. All right. Hey, well, I'm gonna leave that question off to you guys. If you had if you had to take away one body part from a person, what would it be? Let us know somewhere. Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, all the social medias at Jumbled Podcast. If you want to get a hold of us through email, send that over to jumbledpodcast@gmail.com. We are on just a bunch of different places. Wherever you listen to your podcasts, obviously you're listening to us now, so wherever you're listening is just fine. But if you want to, please leave us a rating and review on iTunes. That'd be great. Head over there, do that. Still sitting strong at 8, but you know what? They're pristine 5 stars. No 4-star reviews. It means we're perfect, Johnny.
So far, so good.
We're perfect. Thanks again to our sponsor, Audible. Head over to audibletrial.com/jumbled. Get that free 30-day trial and a free audiobook. Because you're silly if you're not doing that. And then, because it's free for 30 days. Don't turn it down. Yeah. And then if you want to be a patron to the podcast, head over to patreon.com/jumbled. Give what you feel comfortable with. In any case, that's going to be it, Johnny. Hope you have a good week. I'm going to be thinking about not having ears all week, and it's going to make me chuckle every now and then.
That's going to be one I'm never going to live down.
It's like, what in the world? Anyway, thanks, guys, and check back next week for another episode of Jumbled, your favorite podcast.
About ears.
Ears and holes in your head, whatever. We'll see you guys next week. All right, recording. Sweet. Hey, man.
Hey, man.
That's enough out of you shithead.
That's enough out of you shithead.
Johnny's wiener is definitely smaller than Zach's. Say it, Johnny. Say it.
Nice try.
Say it, Johnny. No, man, that's not how the game goes, dude. You can't just
immediately go there.
You can't just back out of that. By the way, I just lost the game, and so did you.
Oh, you motherfucker.
By the way, nobody's holding up their end on the on Twitter or social media, reminding me on a daily, hourly basis. So I think that's your call to arms, and you need to get your army behind you or something.
I need to motivate my soldiers.
Yeah, they're just not doing anything right now, and that's fine. I'm happy.
We didn't do the intro, and we recorded all this.
No, it's fine. I'm going to use this. It's going to be either like bloopers before, like maybe a little bit after. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
Yeah, we will.
Yeah, we will.
Fuck off.